Hello everyone to Nicks at Night. By that I mean, welcome to YetiCon 2017. We just wanted to take the chance to talk a little bit about how things went today. Mostly because we tried to do this earlier today and it started raining. Hello everyone and welcome to YetiCon. We are of course the Nickscast and we are at Blue Mountain Resort, which as you can kind of make out as it starts to rain more and more in our shots. It's pretty majestic.
Inside, however, Mother Nature cannot find us.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I guess that's a place to start. The weather.
Yeah, the weather. I'm going to start by saying that YetiCon so far has been amazing, but the weather just doesn't want us to have a good time. YetiCon as a chill, relaxicon very much depends on the outside being nice. And we have had a thunderstorm warning and a tornado warning and
a lot of rain.
A lot of rain, like torrential downpour, like ridiculously.
But despite that, it has been great.
Yeah.
It has not dampened anyone's spirits. At no point during the torrential downpour did I see no people around. A lot of them are running, but they were there.
I think you asked me this question earlier, and I didn't have the chance to answer legitimately because I was concerned that all of our electronics were going to get destroyed.
It is getting very wet. We're about halfway through. We love YetiCon. It's great. We're getting soaked. We'll get more soaked at the pool party. We'll talk to you a little bit. Goodbye, everybody.
What have been your first impressions of YetiCon so far this year, G?
The part that makes it stand out obviously is the location. It's a mountain. And we're gonna go up there tomorrow. We're gonna do it. We haven't been up there yet, but the mountain has stuff that you can do there like all year, regardless of whether there's a con or not, like ziplining and the roller coaster and the gondolas and stuff like that. And that's kind of neat. The whole little village area is neat because there's a ton of restaurants and little shops and things and you can get beaver tails, you can get Starbucks, you can get Booster Juice. It's almost kind of perfect for a con in a way, but it's only been the past couple of years that someone's actually put something here. We're 30 seconds from the conference center at our hotel here.
Admittedly, we'd only started going to a lot of cons last year.
Mm-hmm.
And by a lot, I mean like more than one.
Yeah.
And just remembering back to Anime North, every year of having to trying to get into the convention, like trying to get into the convention hotel, and just the challenges with that every year, and then having to walk. And this year we did an interview. We recorded a live podcast, which will go up, I'm hoping, before you even see this. And so we finished. We took the tripod back, and then we went and did other things. It didn't take any time. It was amazing.
Yeah, if you buy a bunch of stuff or have a lot of equipment you're carrying around, just go drop it off and then go do something else.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And like it's a nice hotel too.
So like the whole thing is just contained in this area, which has been incredible. There's no sort of it's going to take forever to go over there or have to cross the overpass again, or plan all your supplies for the day while you're out because you don't want to be going back and forth. So that's been great. So we began the day. Also, possibly first time ever, set an alarm to get up at this time so we could have breakfast and then go to this panel in the morning, and did it. Like, that doesn't happen a lot.
No, I mean, at the same time, it's just the three of us, right? Like, at first, when we came to YetiCon, we were joking. It's like, all right, we need to have the most amazing time so that we can, rub it in everybody's faces. So that we can be like, you guys missed out on the most amazing convention. But as it turns out, that actually just happened.
Yeah, it's been great.
Like, legitimately, though, like Z-Soph, Chloe, Evan, Carolyn, all those people who are usually with us, like the Nickscast. I refer to them as the Nickscast family. Yeah.
Yep.
They couldn't make it for different reasons, and I think they really did miss out.
Yeah, same, but...
I know you were talking about, like, things we specifically did, but before you even got to that, I'm like...
Yeah.
This has been fun.
But, they'll probably, hopefully clear space next year for it. Next year.
Yeah.
YetiCon 3. Anyway.
Yeah, that's mind-blowing.
Yeah, this is year 2.
Yeah. I mean, we went to all the same stuff today, so
We did, didn't we?
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, let me begin with the beginning of the day.
Okay, so you remember. You're good.
Yeah.
Good.
So first thing we went to was social media for cosplayers. Well, we ourselves are not cosplayers at this time. A lot of good information. It was Lady Zero was the person hosting it, and she was just it was very casual. This was our introduction to panels at YetiCon. The casualness. She was sitting on the table. And they were like, I don't know, maybe 6 of us. But it was
Yeah. I think she intended to have something to help her present, and she had nothing.
No, there's
So she just had a bunch of printed pages, which looked like they had tons of notes.
yeah.
Whereas so that went fairly well and was very helpful in telling us a bunch of things about social media, or even just confirming things about social media that we kind of knew but didn't want to accept.
Yeah.
And gave me a bunch of ideas.
It was it was helpful. The ultimate takeaway that I got out of that panel is that it is a necessary evil.
Yeah. Oof. That actually, she got into that really early on. It was just like, hey, if you want to be a cosplayer, unfortunately, you just need to be on all the social media.
Yeah.
Like,
If you want anyone to notice you regularly, be on all of it.
without social media, you would just not, cosplayers would not exist because no one would see any of their stuff.
Yeah.
But when we did the next thing, which was our panel, a panel. When we did our thing, which was love this. When we did our panel, which was a Fanthropological view of Pokemon, we did a live podcast of Fanthropological, which was admittedly a bit short. I'd already, we already knew there wasn't going to be any audio setup or whatnot, but I didn't really expect that.
Right.
I wasn't sure about the size of the room based on the map, but I'm like, it looks like it's a small space, and we don't generally have a lot of problems projecting.
No.
That went really well. There wasn't a lot of people in attendance, but the people that were there were just amazing.
They were like really into what we were talking about, and we were like interacting with them a lot.
It was like we had 3 random like super guests that we had not planned on having.
Yeah, they just sat in the front row, and
Yep.
we were like basically just having a chat about the subject of Pokemon. It was good, and will be appearing somewhere on this channel. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, that should be up before this.
Cool.
Probably. And I hope that the audio turned out, because the people in the front row were fantastic, and
We're not mic'd.
yeah. And we didn't even think about that. I was expecting to be just doing the show.
Yes.
So
I mean, I preferred what we got. I preferred that we had people
yeah.
engaged.
But hopefully everything caught it up. Otherwise you're going to be reading some sort of transcript on the page. But whatever, you've probably already seen that. And if you haven't, there's a link down here or something.
Next, we had the Notably Nerdy Host Club, which was what it's like to be a king with a court jester, I guess.
Oh, that's true. That's a good way of looking at it.
Okay, what it is you have the hosts, and they give everyone who comes in an amount of fake paper money. That's their currency for the duration of the club. And you use that currency to get them to do whatever you want them to do.
I mean, everything was pretty tame, all things considered.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to see anything gross or anything.
No, but yeah, you could get them to do just about anything. And people had them do like the Haruhi dance. They had them do caramel dancing. They had them like, I wanted to say planking, but I realized that planking is no longer a thing. And really what I mean is like doing a plank, but not actually doing like the top of a push-up.
Yes.
Yeah. So they had a bunch of physical challenges. They had a bunch of like, make the prettiest flower you can out of paper.
Yeah.
I challenged them to come up with the best food-related pun. One person of which bowed out. What is interesting about this, but wasn't really a thing for us because we didn't know the characters, was that they try to do this in character. And it sounds like at least one of the people, I don't remember their names. They also didn't tell us their names. They told us like their aliases.
Yes.
The male person who is like Shion or Shizion?
Shizu?
Jizu. Look up the blonde guy. He was saying that it was his first time cosplaying as that character, so obviously he hadn't gotten into character as much. Not that it mattered to us because we didn't have any idea. But I guess at other conventions, they actually get really much into character. So it's fun because they're doing stuff in character and they're doing your bidding.
It was a very interesting experience. I enjoyed it though. It was
snacks.
There's snacks. They gave us a lot of candy, which was nice.
Yeah, and they're in London, and they are doing really
cool stuff.
Yeah.
So
they got some stuff going on. Good for them. Good for you guys. You're probably watching. You may be watching.
Thanks for watching.
What did we do after that? We had a break. No, we interviewed them.
Yep.
So that'll be up here somewhere. And then we were supposed to take a break, and then that's when we had the YouTube 101 was after that. Right?
There was a break.
Yeah, that was the last in the break.
We went and got a drink or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we went to YouTube 101.
Yeah, and we got to meet Erika Szabo, who as mentioned does a YouTube channel. She said she was previously a game journalist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'd already had a background in that, and then she decided to start a YouTube channel because she had these stories that hadn't been told previously, these personal experiences that she hadn't been able to kind of get out there. And I don't really have anything else to comment on that because we haven't seen any of them, but they sound really interesting.
Yes. So she had a great panel, just did it by herself, just with notes on her phone.
Yeah, same deal with as the other person who Lady Zero was like, I don't really know what the tech setup's like here, so I
just got some notes, so I'm gonna go through them. But yeah, I was wondering. We found out later because we got to interview her as well afterwards. That I was wondering if YetiCon was like, we're looking for someone to do a panel on YouTube, or if that was her idea, and it sounds like it was her idea. She wants YouTubers to get together more.
Yeah, I don't even know that she was limited. Like, she was definitely referring to YouTubers, but I don't think she was being exclusive to.
Oh no,
but
no,
like
she's using YouTube is what she knows.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and because she talked about like the YouTube space in Toronto and all this other cool stuff, and I was like, what? There's a YouTube space in Toronto? And I'm like, why am I in Kitchener?
So good takeaway is that there's lots of cool stuff in Toronto to do if you're a nerd.
Well, also if you're you're a video producer.
Yeah.
Or if you want to do more than just play video games, if you want to, I guess, raise awareness of good causes, or just talk about lived experiences and their relation to games, or just have a really personal story that you want to get out there, you should talk to Erika because she is looking for that.
Yeah.
She wants to find more people like that, and less of this just like happy, fun, go lucky, look at me, I'm a Twitch.
Surface level sort of.
Yeah.
Like skimming along the top kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody likes having a fun time, but it's like.
I mean, yeah. But like.
There's more to.
There's a way to, connect with people a little more than like they made a joke over a game I like or something.
Yeah, or it's like, do you remember this game? It's like, yes, everybody remembers this game.
Yes, we remember the game.
Yep. I was alive in the early 90s. I did avoid the noise. That was pretty much all that we got up to today. We did a bunch of wandering around. We tried to record some stuff. We just explored the coolness that was the con.
We did see fan fiction the show.
Oh yeah.
Reading the legendary Harry Potter fanfic by Immortal.
We must go back in time and seduce him. It's the only way. If he's still evil, we'll kill him then. That's genius!
By Immortal.
I would not have known it is that bad until we heard it out. I don't think I could have read through that, honestly.
The performance was really made it something else, something special.
Things that I've learned are important to write bad fanfic. Use the exact same phrasing repeatedly. So in my case, make sure to reference bloody tears.
Yes. And said gothically.
Sticking it to the preppies. That's right.
Boo,
going
boo,
down.
preppies.
Boo preppies.
No good.
Make sure to reference every relevant band to the time period, and just like leave that out there. Like don't try to disguise it. And also, when you're describing how attractive someone is, make sure to just say they look exactly like somebody else. Even if that person doesn't mean anything later on in time, it's fine.
We've seen fan fiction the show
Once?
at least once before at London Comic Con
Yeah,
with Christian and Toby.
Oh, it was Toby Proctor. I kept thinking it was Ron Rubin, but Ron Rubin is Artemis, and Toby Proctor is Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah. They helped them out with fan fiction the show. So we've seen them before, but like this has got to be their Ninth Symphony, their Mona Lisa, right? Like this is top level fan fictions here.
On Friday, apparently we missed. They did one on creativity that wasn't them.
Oh,
Like reading something. They were actually like doing a workshop or a constructive panel, but we missed it.
my FOMO is back. Actually, there's no fear. I guess I already missed out on it, but yeah.
It's been a good time.
Yeah, it's been a great time.
I don't know what it has been about this con, but I've had a really good feeling about it. I mean, obviously, we had the chance to interview a couple people, and those people were really fantastic. We talked with Notably Nerdy, not Notably Nerd. See, we're going to get it right. First people to get it right.
Notably nerdy.
Yeah, Notably Nerdy. And Erika Szabo.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. But like that went really well because there was more of a personal connection, because Erika's a YouTuber, and she does a series of I don't want to say Let's Plays, but has this element of like nostalgia, where nostalgia is not just like, hey, remember this. It's telling these really personal experiences in an open way, which is really admirable and isn't something that happens very often. And we got to chat with her. I was just like, wow, this is the kind of people that I've always wanted to meet at a con, but either chickened out or
just didn't get to.
Yeah, but that's all lined up. That's all worked out here so far.
I don't know. It's the mountain air is getting into everyone's lungs. Everyone's just like everyone feels the chill sort of vibe, and is like very cool to just talk and chat.
Must be because we are at the largest mountain resort in Ontario.
That's true.
Probably the only mountain resort in Ontario.
A distinction that Blue Mountain holds.
I don't know. It's been fun. Like, yeah, I bought some new equipment, which is always like fun and stressful to figure things out on the fly. But it's all worked out, and I don't know. I think when we're recording people, it looks really professional.
Yeah.
Like, not to say that we're not professional, but like we've rapidly been trying to do more professional-esque things at conventions.
Yes, we've been trying to ramp it up since that first MA North 2015 con report.
Yeah, and then they were kind of the same for a while, and then I think it was Forest City where we got the camera. No, it's London City.
London Comic Con.
Oh, because it doesn't have city. Yeah, London Comic Con where we got the camera, and then we started like, let's do more. Let's record more people.
Yeah.
Let's meet people, and we've done that. It's been going pretty well.
And there's still Sunday.
Yeah, which is looking a bit late, but we have a long drive, so
that's probably a long drive for most people that are here. Is the only thing.
Hey man, YetiCon had a bus going from Toronto to here, so
they want people to reach here.
Yeah. So if you live in Toronto, you're probably just going to sit on that bus and like conk out, whereas I'm going to drive through a bunch of rolling hills and fields and some things that I've seen a lot before and other things that I'm going to learn to dislike.
That's right.
That's not required, I guess. But it was just a long drive up here.
Yeah.
It's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Actually, it was funny because as we got closer, I'm like, I think I recognize this from when I went skiing in elementary school.
Wow.
And then it was just like, oh, it's just a little bit further than that.
But
it's a good time.
Worth it.
Yeah. I mean, unless something awful, like we had tornado warnings and thunderstorm warnings and torrential rain, and I still have nothing bad.
It really didn't impact it negatively.
They comped our passes.
They did comp our passes.
Like what? Oh, they comped my pass, but
yes.
like
for us doing the panel.
Yeah, Like, that's never happened at any of the cons we've done stuff at.
And we got a bag of cookies.
Yeah! That was like the icing on the cake, or the cookies on top of the Comp Pass.
to mix metaphors. Even though those are just real things.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that was the thing. We should mention this before one of us forgets about it. Being at YetiCon has been like being in a Pokemon game.
Yes.
We got here and we got our passes, and everyone's just like, "Hello, welcome to YetiCon." And you're like, "Okay, this is fine. This is how most conventions go." Yesterday evening, we go out for a walk, and then when we're on our way back to the main plaza, literally the main plaza, this one person runs up to us and is like, "Hey, the event at K2, like the mixer or whatever it was,
The barbecue.
yeah, the barbecue is starting up soon, so hope you don't miss it." There was a little bit of a mix-up, and we're just like,
It was very...
okay.
It was very Pokemon. It was very NPC. The thing it reminded me most of is Chrono Trigger, when it's like, I think they ought to be ready at the other end of the square now.
That's exactly
It was
what
just
that's like.
it was just like it's like a beautiful little touch.
Now, as it turns out, when we got our passes comped, we met that same person, so it kind of like pieced it together that they were just like really on the ball about making sure everybody knows what's going on.
We didn't, but like when she ran up to us, we didn't see like YetiCon badge or pass
No.
or shirt or anything.
No.
It was just like just letting everyone know, I guess.
Yeah, she must have just saw that we had the badges on.
Yeah,
Oh my god, it's been great.
but great. Yeah, it's like a Pokemon town. Like everything's in one square block.
Well, also like a Pokemon town, like you look at people and they're all wearing like not ridiculous, but they're wearing not normal, not everyday kind of clothes.
Yeah.
And everybody's in costume, so there's a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're actually it's like we're in the Alola region because everybody's in like swimsuits.
Yeah, and shorts and
Yeah,
tank tops and
yeah, because
stuff.
they're comfy and easy to wear.
That's true.
Yeah. Thank you.
Youngster Joey.
Do you say Gangster Joey?
Youngster
Oh,
Joey.
Gangster Joey. Okay, Gangster Joey would be
I'm
terrifying.
sure there's a Gangster Joey.
Maybe.
That's just Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you want to bring up.
That's kind of pretty much everything that we did.
Yeah, I had like some idle thought, but it's already gone, so that's probably fine.
Probably wasn't important.
If it was, it'll come back later. We've got another recording tomorrow.
Yep.
Hoping tomorrow to record from the mountaintop.
Hope it's a little more scenic view for the video tomorrow.
Yeah, unless you really like hotel rooms and hallways.
I mean, this is
This is
fine.
nice.
It's a nice room. Yeah.
Cool. So
Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you tomorrow, or if it's after the con, talk to you in the next video.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Man, editing's great, isn't it? Because it's like we don't have to. We just each do it. live.
No, and like I could be like, man, geez, like really boring or rambling, and I'm like, boop, boop.